Hello everyone, greetings of the day. So this video presentation is about 47 session of regular batches for CA and CMA Inter, which are going to commence immediately after the completion of CA foundation examinations in the month of December 2021. And this video is recorded for the purpose of both the parents as well as students, and the Telugu version of this video is recorded and you can find the description in the cards section. And this video is recorded based on the information available as on 19th November 2021. And why this video? What is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is to give you complete information about the 47 session of CA and CMA Inter regular batches in Masterminds. So if you make any decision related to CA Inter coaching without watching this video, it is not an appropriate decision. So always make an appropriate decision after watching the complete details that are furnished in this video presentation. And once you watch this video, you can understand why Masterminds is the perfect destination for CA Inter coaching and why Masterminds enjoys leadership in CA Inter coaching across the country. And before delving deeper into the details, first of all, let us have a look at the roots of Masterminds. That is, Masterminds was established in the year 2002. And from that year onwards, Masterminds is undeniably the leader in MEC, CA and CMA coaching in India. And Masterminds is having nearly 20,000 admissions per year in all the courses that Masterminds offers. And Masterminds is an incredible initiative by three eminent entrepreneurs, CA MSN Mohan sir, CA N Radha madam and CA MSS Prakash sir. And they started Masterminds at a very young age under the mentorship of Shri M. Sivaprasad. And within a shortest span of time, Masterminds has expanded from its main location Guntur to other places like Hyderabad, Vizag, Vijayawada, Tirupati, Rajamandri, Kurnool and Nellore. And again, we are very happy to announce that within a short time, we are planning to expand into the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu also. Now, Masterminds offers quality services for MEC with integrated coaching for CA and CMA foundation. And we also offer exclusive MEC and CEC coaching. And Masterminds is pioneer in offering this kind of innovative services. And we will have regular crash and study hours and revision exams, MMTS services for all levels of CA and CMA courses. That is at the foundation, intermediate and final levels. And this year, Masterminds launched a unique program called MEC Pro. And this program is aimed at students who wants to look beyond CA and CMA and who wants to pursue courses like BBA, MBA, CLAT rather than CA and CMA courses. And if you just look at the achievements at Masterminds, our students grabbed first rank for 47 times in various courses that we offer coaching. And also, our students grabbed 977 All India ranks in all stages of CA and CMA courses so far. And this is definitely a biggest landmark. And our students grabbed 98 All India ranks in March 2021 results of CMA Inter and final examinations, which is almost impossible to any other institute. And also, our students grabbed 180 All India ranks in CA and CMA in 2019 and 2020 results. You should remember that all these achievements are not the lifetime achievements, but these are the achievements that we made in a shorter span of time. And we are very proud that three of our students grabbed All India first rank in the year 2020, that is at CA final level, CMA final level and CMA Inter level. And right now we are having nearly 150 batches in various courses in Guntur and branches put together. And this is definitely a remarkable number in the history of any institute. Now coming to our experience in CA and CMA courses, we have 19 years of experience in teaching to CA and CMA courses, and right now we are in the 20th year. And so far we have finished CA Inter coaching for 151 batches in Guntur alone, and the same number of batches you can find in the branches. That means double the number. So almost we are having approximately 300 batches experience. And coming to CMA Inter, we have completed 16 batches and now the 17th batch is in progress. And 18th regular batch is going to commence in January 2022. And exclusively about CA and CMA Inter 47th session. So before going to learn about CA and CMA Inter 47th session, first we need to know one very important thing: are exams being conducted late? Yes, definitely. See, generally CA foundation examinations gets completed by November 20, and we generally used to start CA Inter pre-results batch coaching by November 25th. This is the actual procedure. This is the conventional procedure. But this time, exams are getting completed by December 19th, and we are going to start CA Inter pre-results batches on December 22nd. That means students lost around 1 month of their valuable preparation time for CA Inter examinations. This is the most important concern for the students. So we need to be very cautious, and we need to choose the right institute which do not spoil the students' time and which is having very good and strong academic program to make students successful at CA Inter level. And that is the biggest reason why we are not giving much gap after the completion of CA foundation examinations. CA foundation examinations gets completed by December 19th, and we are going to start CA Inter pre-results batches from December 22nd. There is very less gap. The reason is already we are running out of time. Already students lost 1 month of their valuable time. And by the way, we have announced Sankranti holidays from 13th January to 16th January. And now, another important thing. What is the expected date of CA foundation results? So first of all, let me tell you the normal procedure. If generally exams are conducted by November 20, then the results will be announced by January 20, taking 2 months of time. But this time, the exams are getting completed on December 19th, and the results may be announced between February 10th to February 15th, 2022. Taking the same conventional measure, we may expect the results to be announced by February 10th to February 15th. In that time, the results may be announced. So that is again a biggest concern. And now coming to another important aspect, hours of CA Inter coaching that we offer at Masterminds. 1500 to 1600 hours of coaching will be offered to the students of CA Inter at Masterminds. Yes, what you heard is right. It is definitely a very big number. Generally, many institutes don't teach these many hours at CA Inter level. But we at Masterminds wanted to make the concepts very much clear to the students. That is the reason we take a lot of time to complete the syllabus. And basing on the situations, it may take from 1500 to 1600 hours. That is the reason we cannot give you exact number, but we are giving a range. And as I have already told you, we are taking these many hours to complete the syllabus in a detailed manner, which gives a lot of conceptual clarity to the students. And coming to Hyderabad and Vizag branches, the teaching hours will be slightly less because of the conditions that are prevailing at those places. And Now let us go deeper and let us try to understand some basic details of CA Inter 47 session of regular batches. Now what is a batch commencement date? Already I told you pre-results batches will start from December 22nd. But in general, they used to start on November 25th. But this time, a peculiar situation is prevailing and they are going to start by December 22nd. And once we start batches on December 22nd, when can you join these batches? So, one thing you have to always remember is that you should not waste your time after the completion of CA foundation examinations. Because always remember that in professional courses like CA and CMA, students should not wait for the results to come or results to be announced. Immediately after the completion of the foundation examinations, you have to take a right decision and you should enroll yourself immediately into the next program. So it is always a wise idea to enroll yourself as early as possible into the pre-results batches, which will save you a lot of time and energy and which gives you a lot of preparation time. So once we start batches on December 22nd, 2021, 1 week of delay is acceptable. And for the students who joined late by 1 week, we provide the videos to such late joining students. But don't delay your decision to join in the pre-results batch for more than a week, because you will lose a lot of things that it may become impossible for you to cope up. And in Guntur, generally we will have multiple batches and we will start one batch for every 3 days depending on the situations. Yes, we may start one batch for every 3 days for the first 10 to 15 days. Because we will have lot of students at Guntur that gets enrolled for CA Inter pre-results regular batches. And now what about branches? In branches, we will have only one batch and students can enroll into that batch. And what about the students who are going to write CMA foundation examinations on January 2nd in Guntur? So you can start in pre-results batches, and in pre-results batches, the classes will be conducted for half day, and the remaining half day you can prepare for CMA foundation and you can write CMA foundation exams very well. And in branches, you can join and you can prepare CMA foundation in the half day and you can write your CMA foundation examinations. And what about the post results batches? Post results batches will commence immediately after CA foundation results. Once the CA foundation results are announced, immediately the post results batches will start. And sir, within how many days students can join in this post results batch? See, one thing you please remember, already you have wasted valuable time awaiting the results. So after the results are announced, it is not at all a good idea to wait for longer time to enroll yourself into the post results batches. That means immediately after the announcement of CA foundation results, you have to take a right decision to enroll yourself into the post results batches. And coming to the coaching duration. So for the students of this session, CA Inter exams will commence on November 2nd, 2022. And coming to the pre-results batches coaching duration, the total coaching duration is 8 months, including BCom coaching time also. And in what way we plan the coaching for these 8 months? So initially, till the announcement of CA foundation results, for the first 2 months, we will conduct CA Inter classes for half day, and for the remaining half day, we will play video lectures of BCom first and second semester classes to the students who have joined for BCom with masterminds. So this is an excellent opportunity to the students to pursue CA and BCom together, and students can make use of this opportunity once they enroll for pre-results regular batches. And once the results are announced, we will conduct CA Inter full day classes for 6 months. So for 2 months half day classes and for 6 months full day classes. So if you consider the 2 months half day classes into 1 month, so 1 month full day classes there and 6 months full day classes here, put together it will be 7 months. And the most important thing is what is the expected date of syllabus completion. The syllabus will get completed by August 31st, 2022. Now coming to post results batches. For post results batches, we offer 7 months of full day coaching for CA Inter, and we will conduct the classes for more time compared to pre-results batches, because pre-results batch students will always have a cushion time. They always have some additional time to prepare comfortably. But whereas in post-results batches, there will be a shortage of time. So generally the teaching hours will be slightly more. And the expected date of syllabus completion is on September 30th, 2022. And what about BCom classes for post-results batches? So we will not conduct any BCom classes to the students of post-results batches. But of course, we will provide video lectures to the students who have joined for BCom with masterminds, and students need to prepare on their own by watching those videos. We will provide the videos through our masterminds online classes app, and students need to watch those videos in their free time, and students can watch those BCom videos in their mobile phone only. Now some questions may crop up in your mind. Why is there a difference in coaching duration between pre-results batches and post-results batches? As I have said earlier, the duration is same, because for pre-results batches, for 2 months we are going to conduct half-day classes, which if you add up, you can count it as 1 month, and 6 months of full-day classes. So it amounts to 7 months of full-day classes. And for post-results also, we are conducting 7 months of full-day classes. And another doubt, will the syllabus get completed on the same date for pre and post results batches? No. As I have already given the syllabus completion dates earlier, the syllabus completion dates are not the same. And once I say this about the differences between pre-results batch and post-results batch, a doubt may crop up in your mind. Are you going to skip any chapters in post-results batches? No, absolutely no. We will teach each and everything for both pre-results batches and post-results batches. And will the materials be same for the students of pre and post-results batches? Yes, definitely the materials are same. We provide the same set of materials to both the pre-results and post-results batches. And now, what will you do after completion of the syllabus? Once the syllabus gets completed, what you people at Masterminds do after completion of the syllabus? This is the biggest question to be answered, and a lot of clarity is required to the students. See, unlike other coaching institutes which leave away students after completion of the syllabus and where students have to make their own preparation, but that is not the case with Masterminds. As you might have heard that Masterminds is the leader in study hours and revision examinations, and the study hours and revision examination service, which we shortly call it as SHRE service, is very popular among the CA circles, among the CA student circles, where many students get enrolled into the study hours and revision examination program and get definite success. So once the syllabus gets completed, students will be enrolled into study hours and revision examinations. And after the completion of syllabus, we will conduct study hours for the whole day, and we will conduct 2 revision exams a week. And this is an exclusive service that is offered by the Masterminds to the students for their definite success in the final examinations. And here one very important thing you have to note, that is, earlier the pre-results batches used to finish by August 15th, and generally we used to conduct the revision exams for 2.5 months. But this time it is very peculiar. This time the syllabus may be finished by August 30 for pre-results batches. Then the pre-results batches students will get hardly 2 months of time to prepare such a huge syllabus. So by keeping all these things in mind, you should make a wise decision to enroll yourself in the pre-results regular batches to save time and to have a comfortable preparation time for the final examinations. And coming to the post-results batches, generally we used to finish the syllabus of post-results batches by September 15th, and we used to conduct examinations for 1.5 months. But this time the situation is different. We are going to complete the syllabus by September 30, and then post-results batch students will hardly get 1 month to prepare such a huge syllabus. So you have to make the right kind of decision. And one more aspect here. Will other institute also conduct this kind of revision exams? Probably no. Because many organizations, they only concentrate on syllabus completion and leave everything to the students to prepare. And students have to find out their own ways of preparation. But that is not the case with Masterminds, where we will have complete guidance with study hours and revision exam schedules for the welfare of the students. And another very important aspect, in how many number of ways the coaching is available at Masterminds? See, we have 3 modes of coaching. Students have 3 options for pre-results and post-results batches, and student can choose any of the option depending upon his choice and situation. But let me tell you what are the options available for students. The first one and the more popular one is the complete physical batch, which we call it shortly as CPB. And where it is available? See, complete physical batch is available at Guntur, Amirpet and Dilshuk Nagar in Hyderabad, and also in Vizag, Vijayawada and Tirupati. So at all these places, complete physical batches are available. And coming to Guntur, the head office, here we will have multiple CPB batches, multiple complete physical batches. And in Guntur, hostel facility is available for both boys and girls with food facility. And you may get a doubt, because during this pandemic situations, this is a common doubt that everyone may express. That is, what will be done if government announces any regulations to stop physical classes? So definitely we abide by the rules of the government. So once government orders to stop the physical classes, so during that duration, the physical classes will be stopped and the classes will be conducted online. And once the government eases out the regulations, once the government regulations are removed, then again the physical classes will resume. And now, what about complete online batch? The second option to the students is complete online batch. So the complete online batch at Masterminds is entirely a different thing. It is not a normal online batch that is being offered by other institutes. So at Masterminds, what we do is, generally classes are being taught physically in the Guntur campus, and those classes will be live telecasted to the students of complete online batch through Zoom platform. So why do we do that? Why don't we conduct online batches separately? The reason is simple. The logic is clear. That is, the students should get lively experience. So if we conduct online classes in a studio or in a closed environment, students may not get the live experience of listening to the classes. So once the live class is going on, the same class is telecasted through Zoom platform to the online batch students. So they also get the live experience of listening to the classes. And students can also listen to the doubts that are being asked by the students in the physical classes. So definitely that is going to be a number one advantage to the students, especially in masterminds. And like physical batches, since the classes are conducted in Zoom, students can interact with the faculty. Like physical batch students in Zoom platform can also interact with the faculty to clear their doubts. And this batch COB will be operated from Guntur. And depending on the situation, depending on the demand, multiple COB batches can also be announced. And the biggest advantage of these online batches or online mode is that student of any of our branches, not only the students of our branches, but any student, even from other institutes, outsiders, can join in this online batch. For example, students from our branches, students from Hyderabad, Vizag, Vijayawada, Tirupati, Kurnool, Nellore, Rajahmundry, they can enroll for complete online batch. Right now in the 46th session, we are having 2 complete online batches, and the happy news is that we got very good number of admissions, a large number of admissions into that 46th session COB batches. And we are also very proud to say that we have admissions from other states also into that batch, complete online batch. And for all these online classes, our faculty will use touch-enabled laptops to deliver best quality output to the students in the complete online batch. And unlike other institutions which offer online classes, we conduct weekend examinations also to the online batch students. That means the only difference will be it is online, but everything will be conducted to the physical batch students. But this you may not find in other organizations. So this is the thing you need to keep in mind. And now we have the third option, that is video on demand classes, VOD classes. So what is this service? So in VOD, what we do? We record the classes which are conducted in the physical classroom, and we will provide those video recordings to the students who have enrolled for VOD batches. And these videos can be watched by the students in their Android mobile or iOS mobile. If they want to watch these videos on demand classes in their Android mobile, they have to download Mastermind's online classes app from the Google Play Store. And if they want to watch using iOS mobile, they have to download Class Plus app and they have to enter the organization code MJGUN, G-U-N, GUN. They have to enter and they can watch these classes. And if the student wants to watch the same classes using a computer, then that also can be done with a nominal extra cost. And one thing you need to remember about these VOD classes, these are not old videos. These are the latest videos. See, generally in courses like CA and CMA, where the examination trends keep on changing, where the depth and quantity of the syllabus keeps on changing, old videos will not at all be sufficient to the students to prepare. So always students should go for latest videos and latest recordings. And as I have told you, this is very much important in courses like CA and CMA. Now, as I have already told you, unlike the VOD service that is being offered by other organizations, at Masterminds, students definitely get the classes that are being recorded in the classroom, but not in the shooting room. We don't shoot classes in the shooting room because once the classes are recorded in the shooting room, the class duration will be very less and students cannot understand, and moreover the class will not be interactive and there will be no interaction with the faculty to the student. So we want to give all these things, because in our VOD classes all these things are included because we shoot them in the live physical classroom. And for the students who take these VOD classes, we will also give them a free admission into MMTS batch, which is very popular service offered by Masterminds. MMTS stands for Masterminds Test Series, and student can write online revision exams on or after August 2022. And the videos that the student gets will have 1 year of validity, and the views will be 1.5 views for the videos. That means a 1 hour video can be watched for 1.5 hours. And now the biggest question comes, and we need to find the answer for this. Among complete online batch and videos on demand option, which one is better? So depending on the feedback that we get from the students, many students prefer to join for COB or CPB rather than VOD, because in VOD what happens? The student will get all the videos, and student may think that he can watch the videos in his spare time, in his free time, and he or she may or may not watch those videos completely. But in the case of CPB or COB, what happens? There will be a restricted time, there will be a stipulated class time, and students have to attend the class in time, and he has to actively participate in the class. So definitely that difference will be there between COB, CPB and VOD. So that is the feedback we receive from the students regarding COB, CPB and VOD. And students from any of our branches can either join in complete physical batch of their respective branch or in Guntur, and also they can join in COB, which will be operated from Guntur. That means depending upon your wish, either you can join in complete physical batch of your branch, or you can join in complete physical branch in Guntur, or you can join in complete online batch. It makes no difference. And for complete physical batches and complete online batches, classes will be conducted for 9.5 hours to 10.5 hours a day, depending upon the branch. In some branches, classes may be conducted for only 9.5 hours, depending on the situations. And you please remember, these three kind of services like COB, CPB and VOD, we will continue them even in the future. So we will offer CA and CMA Inter regular and crash batches in all the three modes, that is COB, CPB and VOD. Now, what about CMA Inter coaching? So far we have covered CA Inter coaching. Now what about CMA Inter? See, one thing you have to understand, 90% of the syllabus is common for both CMA Inter and CA Inter. So generally what students do, and generally what we advise, generally in our branches we will have CA and CMA integrated batch. So in all the branches along with CA Inter, there will be CMA Inter regular batch also. So a student who wants to join for CMA Inter batch can join in CA Inter batch. Because initially what we do is we merge both CMA Inter and CA Inter students and teach common topics. Because I have already told you that 90% of the syllabus is common for both CA Inter and CMA Inter. Now, once this 90% of syllabus gets completed, then for CMA Inter students, the subjects or chapters which are not covered at CA Inter will be taught separately at the end. So this is the advantage the students get. And as I have told you, students can join either for CA Inter or CMA Inter in any of our branches. And this batch, we call it as CA and CMA Inter integrated batch. It is integrated because a student can take admission into this CA and CMA Inter integrated batch whether he aspires for CA Inter or he aspires for CMA Inter. And some of the students may be interested to join in CMA Inter exclusive batch. Now, what about such kind of students? So, if you want to join in CMA Inter exclusive batch, then that CMA Inter exclusive batch is available in Guntur. And for this CMA Inter exclusive batch also, you have three options. That is CPB complete physical batch, COB complete online batch, and VOD videos on demand. So all these three options are available even for CMA Inter exclusive batch. And for this CMA Inter exclusive batch, classes will be taught for 9 to 10 hours per day. Compared to CA Inter, for CMA Inter exclusive batch, the classes will be of lesser duration. And more details about this CMA Inter exclusive regular batch will be given to you shortly in the form of another video. Now, the most important thing for any educational institute is the faculty, the strength of the faculty. So at CA Inter level, Masterminds is having a well-trained, experienced and expert faculty for each and every subject. And most of the faculty members are either CA qualified or CMA qualified, or some of the faculty members are dual qualified. They have qualified both CA and CMA. And one more thing you have to understand is that at Masterminds, we have a very stringent training process for faculty. So our faculty training program is very unique. So a faculty once recruited will not be allowed directly to take the classes. So he will be under rigorous training for 3 months, only then he will be allotted to the classes. And faculty are subject experts. They are experts in the subjects what they teach. And I have already told you, some of them are dual qualified. And actually, there are 8 papers, but 8 papers will be dealt by 12 to 13 faculty members at Guntur. So that means some subjects will be taught by multiple faculty members, some chapters by one faculty and some chapters by another faculty. So this gives a lot of knowledge to the students, and this gives a chance to the students to listen to different faculty having various experience, and this will definitely be advantageous to the students. And another important thing is, some of our CA Inter faculty members, they not only teach for CA Inter or CMA Inter, but they also teach for CA Final. Now, what advantage do CA or CMA Inter students get by that? Exposure. Exposure is the answer. So once a faculty who also teaches for CA Final teaches for CA Inter or CMA Inter, definitely students get a lot of exposure, a lot of knowledge from the faculty. And the average experience of the faculty members in our team ranges from 6 to 10 years, not less than that. And coming to Guntur, we are having a team of more than 32 faculty members to teach various subjects of CA Inter. And we have similar number of faculty members in all our branches put together. And now you may get a doubt. Sir, why Masterminds is having such a huge team of faculty members to teach for 8 papers at CA Inter level? The reason is the student strength we get. See, generally we get at least 7 to 8 CA and CMA Inter regular batches in each session at Guntur for every 6 months. And in addition to that, we will also have crash batches. We will also have 8 crash batches of CA Inter in a year. So in order to deal with all these batches, we maintain the largest pool of faculty members who are well trained and experts in their areas. And now coming to the most important part, the examinations we conduct. See, one golden principle you need to always remember in CA and CMA courses, that is the role of classroom coaching. Yes, definitely classroom coaching plays a very important role, but that contributes to only 20 to 30% in your success in the final examinations. So what is more important? In addition to successful classroom coaching, a student should take large number of examinations before he appear for the final examination. But the saddening fact is that many students take the final examination directly. That is, the final examination is the first exam they write, which is not at all a correct procedure in professional courses like CA and CMA. So, of course, we are not denying the importance of coaching, but coaching has its role to play in the success of the students. But in addition to coaching, study hours and revision exams, and the kind of exams the student is writing, the quality standards of the question papers that the student is writing, this is very important catalyst in the success of the student. And if you ask me the question, are exams really important? The straightaway answer is yes, absolutely yes. No second thought in that. For professional courses like CA and CMA, examinations are very important. The more number of examinations you write before your final exam, the more confidence you will have, and you can write your examinations in a productive manner. And at Masterminds, we conduct chapter and examinations at the end of every chapter on every Sunday, and this is applicable to both complete online batches and complete physical batches. And once the syllabus gets completed, we also conduct revision exams, and for these revision exams we will charge some additional nominal fee. And why do we charge? Because conducting revision exams is not a simple thing. It requires a lot of investment and a lot of effort. And before you take any decision to take admission for CA Inter or CMA Inter in other organizations, you just check out whether they definitely conduct the weekend examinations and the revision examinations or not. Most probably, many of the organizations, they do not conduct. They simply focus on giving you the classroom satisfaction. That's all. But the most important thing is exam satisfaction. You should perform well in the examinations. And that is the only criteria for the success of the students. You may have wonderful knowledge, but if you don't know how to present your knowledge in the examination, that is not a good thing. So always look at all these things before making a wise decision. And for CA and CMA Inter regular batch students, on every Sunday we conduct PDP programs, professional development programs, to enhance the communication and interpersonal skills of the students. And this PDP program will be conducted for both complete physical batch students and complete online batch students also. And now let us see another important service that we offer, that is CVO batch. What is CVO batch? What does it stand for? CVO batch stands for Central Office Batch, and the CVO batch is a spectacular batch, and it is having the most prestigious academic program of Masterminds, and it is not available in our branches. It is available only at our head office, that is Guntur. Now, why do we announce CVO batch? Our aim in announcing CVO batch is to achieve wonderful pass percentage from 2 CVO batch students. That means most of the students of CVO batch will qualify in CA Inter in the first attempt itself. There is higher probability for that because the kind of academic program we offer to that CVO batch, the power lies in the academic program. And for these CVO batch students, AC classrooms till the completion of the public examinations, that is even during revision exams also AC classrooms will be provided. And as I have already told you, it is the power of the academic program that makes the CIVO batch students to be successful most probably in the first attempt itself. And yes, definitely the academic program of CIVO batch and normal batch students will be different. They do not have the same academic program. And what is the added advantage for CIVO batch? We will give them some additional and exclusive materials so that they can prepare well and they can prepare much deeper. And every Wednesday we conduct an extra MCQ exam to such CIVO batch students, and we put more focus on the performance of CIVO batch students, and doubts clarification, which is a very important thing. So we pay more attention and focus on doubts clarification on daily basis. Sometimes we will send supporting faculty and sometimes we will send expert faculty to the CIVO batch students to clarify their doubts. And definitely there will be a preference in the allocation of faculty for CIVO batches. We always prefer more experienced faculty for CIVO batches. And PDP programs also will be conducted for these CIVO batch students for the improvement of the communication skills and interpersonal skills. And we conduct some special and exclusive motivational classes by good trainers, good motivational coaches to these CIVO batch students. And another most important thing is the CIVO batch will be directly monitored by the directors. And generally, depending on the admissions, we may form separate CIVO batches for students of pre-results and post-results of CA Foundation. So in such a case, the academic program of pre-results CIVO batch and post-results CIVO batch will be slightly different. What is the reason? Time availability. Basing on the availability of time, the academic program will be slightly different. And the most happiest thing is that across the country, Masterminds is the only institute to offer this kind of unique academic program called CIVO batch. And that too, it is available in Guntur only. And please remember, running a CIVO batch is not an easy thing because it is entirely a different ball game which requires lot of focus and lot of care and attention while preparing the academic program and also while executing that academic program to the benefit of the students. Now, can everyone get admission into the CIVO batch? No, absolutely no. Not everyone will be given admission into this CIVO batch. And don't think that just by paying some fees, a student can easily get admission into this batch. And if you think in that way, you are absolutely wrong. So getting an admission into the CIVO batch purely depends on the performance of the student in the earlier examinations. How much marks the student gets at his 10th class, at his plus 2 level, in his CA Foundation. So we will assess all that performance of the student and we will come to a conclusion whether to give admission into the CIVO batch or not. And also we will check out the disciplinary aspects also. If the student studies CA Foundation with us, so we will also take the discipline of the student consideration while giving admission into the CIVO batch. And while giving admission into the CIVO batch, we will conduct a personal interview with the students, and basing on that, final decision will be made. That means different aspects will be considered while giving admission into the CIVO batch to the students. Now we have another exclusive service, that is long-term batch. So this long-term batch is unique in its kind, and this long-term batch you can find in Masterminds itself. And this is definitely a result-oriented and intensive care batch. And if you want to understand about this long-term batch, you have to understand one very important thing. That is, for long-term batch students, initially we will teach only group 1 for 900 hours in 4.5 months. That means long-term batch students will write one group at a time. They do not write both groups at a time. Initially, they'll be given coaching for group 1. After that, study hours and revision exams will be conducted and they will write the exams of group 1, and later they'll be given coaching for group 2. Revision exams are conducted and they'll write the final examination. And that is the reason these long-term batch students may have higher pass percentage. And this long-term batch academic program will be similar to that of CO batch. And we offer very extended services to this long-term batch. Generally, we offer services for 15 to 16 months as against 9 to 10 months of service we give to normal CA Inter batch students who writes both groups or who takes coaching for both groups at a time. And coming to this long-term batch, both options are available. That is, you can join in complete physical batch or you can join at complete online batch. As I have told you, initially the group 1 coaching will be given for the long-term batch students for 4.5 months, and after that the study hours and revision exams will be conducted for group 1 exclusively, and these students will write examinations in November 2022. That is, approximately 3 months of time will be there. And after group 1 examinations are over in November 2022, we will start group 2 coaching for 800 hours in 3.5 months. And after completion of group 2 syllabus, again we will conduct study hours and revision exams, and they will write their group 2 exams in May 23. That means they find some comfortable time to prepare well for their examinations. And like all other batches, we will conduct weekend examination to these long-term batch students on every Sunday or Monday, depending on the situation. And for these long-term batch students, we also conduct MCQs exam on Wednesday for group 1. And during group 1 coaching, every day study hours will be conducted for 2 hours. And during that study hours, faculty or supporting faculty will attend to clarify the doubts of the students. And like other batches, PDP programs, that is professional development programs to enhance communication and interpersonal skills of the students, will be conducted to the long-term batch students also. Now the biggest thing comes. Now you may have a doubt. So why should I choose the long-term batch? Is it suggestible to me? So when should I choose long-term batch? The answers are very simple. If you want pressure-free learning, that is simply writing one group at a time, then this is the right platform to you. This is the right batch to you. And those of you who want to revise the syllabus on a daily basis, who wants comfortable preparation, who wants to achieve both preparation and coaching to happen at the same time, so this is the batch destined to you. And if the student feels that he is very poor at communication skills, and if he wants to improve his communication skills by spending some time on it, definitely this long-term batch is for those kind of students. Generally, what we do is we recommend the students of post-results batches to join in the long-term batch rather than the normal batch. What is the reason? The reason is, once you attend the post-results batch, you may not find enough time to prepare. So if you join in long-term batch, you can write one group at a time and you can comfortably prepare well. And alternatively, students can do another thing also. You can attend coaching for both the groups, but write one group at a time. So this kind of strategies will definitely give you the wonderful results in the final examinations. And when will we form this long-term batch? So for example, if at least 125 students show interest to join for long-term batch, only then we will form a separate batch. And once this kind of long-term batch, once this kind of separate batch for long-term is formed, then each chapter will be slowly taught for more number of hours compared to other batches. But in some cases, if less than 125 students show interest, then what we do? We will merge the students of long-term batch with both groups coaching batch. Even then, for the students of this long-term batch, we will conduct 2 hours of study hours when the group 2 classes are taking place for the both groups batches. That means students will get the same promised services even though a separate long-term batch is not formed. They get the same kind of promised services. There will be no difference in that. The only difference is a separate batch is not formed. The reason, the student strength is less than 125 and the remaining aspects remain the same. And when will we form this CA Foundation, CA Inter long-term batch? See, the long-term batch and the services that we offer to this long-term batch, all these things will take shape only after the announcement of CA Foundation results. That means this kind of service may not be available to you before the announcement of CA Foundation results. And another important thing here is that Masterminds is the only institute to offer this kind of unique academic program, and this kind of special long-term batch is available in Guntur only but not in branches. Now let us look at the FAQs, some of the frequently asked questions about the 47 session regular batches of CA and CMA Inter. The first and foremost question is why Masterminds materials are the best in the industry. So undoubtedly Masterminds materials are the best in the industry because we have a very large pool of team which makes materials, and we have a research team which continuously and consistently make a lot of research while preparing the materials under the guidance of our academic advisor MSS Prakashar. And the quality of materials depends on the question papers that are being given by ICAI. And if you can observe, in the latest attempts, the quality of the materials are increasing a lot, and the standards of the question papers are also increasing a lot. So according to the question paper standards, we have to upgrade our materials and make the students comfortable to learn the things. That is the reason we have updated our materials according to the standards of the question paper. And one very important thing in professional courses like CA and CMA is that old materials are not at all useful. We need to upgrade our materials for every attempt, that is for every 6 months. And we have started the material work for 47th edition of materials 3 months earlier. And for CMA course, we have started preparing materials for the 7th edition of materials. And if you can observe the Masterminds materials, they are like one-stop solution. Why do we say it is a one-stop solution? The reason is it covers all the ICAI sources. ICAI sources means MTPs, RTPs, study material, previous exam question papers. So all these are covered comprehensively in our Masterminds material, so that there is no need for the students to refer to any other material except Masterminds material. Hence, we can call it as a one-stop solution. And not only the ICAI sources, we also cover content from the textbooks of several authors. So we refer and we take the best content and put it in our Masterminds material. And one more happy thing is that in the recent edition of materials, we have drastically reduced the burden on the students. Almost 40% of the burden is reduced on students. And at the same time, we focused on quality and quantity of the material. Quantity is reduced and at the same time quality is drastically increased. And let me tell you an analogy that if you refer to two problems in materials of other institutes, it is equal to one problem in our material. And this is possible only when we do a lot of research in our materials, and once we try to make our materials in a more comprehensive manner, these kind of things are possible. And also, many of the students know that in Masterminds material, we have an assignment problem for every classroom discussion problem, because in ICA exams, we should not expect copy-paste style of questions. So almost there will be some modifications in the problems. That is the reason when we teach a classroom discussion problem to the student, then an assignment problem is given with minor modification so as to enable the student to prepare well for the examinations. And let me tell you how Masterminds prepares the materials and what kind of care we take while preparing the materials. See, for every material, we will have a guidelines document prepared by academic advisor MSS Prakash sir. So without guidelines document, we will not prepare any material. Let me show you one example of the guidelines document that is prepared for income tax. So this is a 5-page document prepared by our academic advisor CA MSS Prakash sir, which provides the base for preparing the material. So in this guidelines document, each and every point is clearly mentioned regarding what has to be done and in what manner it has to be done. All the details are clearly furnished. So material preparation is a very big thing to us, and we give utmost importance for the preparation of the materials by spending lakhs of rupees and by spending a lot of time and energy. So that is the thing you need to understand and you need to focus. And yes, we have a large pool of faculty team who prepares all these materials with utmost meticulous care. And once a chapter material is prepared, it will not be directly released to the students, but it will have a 3-tier verification process. That material is verified by faculty members, by supporting faculty, by the academic advisor. So every material is verified at a 3-tier. So one faculty team prepares the material and that material will be shared to the other faculty team who will verify the material and express their doubts and opinions, and all those things are considered and modifications are made, and finally it reaches to the table of our academic advisor MSS Prakash sir. So once the material reaches MSS Prakash sir, he will thoroughly read the material word by word and he will express his opinions and suggestions, and accordingly modifications are made. So this is the meticulous care that we take while preparing the materials at Masterminds, and we spend lot of money, lot of time in preparing those materials. And one very interesting thing is that materials cannot be done overnight, cannot be prepared overnight. It requires a long process. So we generally start material work 3 months before the commencement of the session. And you can just observe that across the nation, you may not find Masterminds students, but you can definitely find the Masterminds materials being referred by the students across the country. And for COB batches, what we do, initially we provide the soft copy of the materials, and within 15 days of taking the admission, we will provide the physical copies of materials for complete online batch students. And as we have discussed earlier, why Masterminds is extremely popular in conducting examinations, because examinations, we strongly feel, are the most important things for the success of the students. The more number of exams the students write before writing the final examination, his confidence levels will be at his best. So even for preparation of examination question papers, we take utmost care. Not only for the revision exams and pre-final exams, but the chapter end exams at Masterminds are conducted in the same style and pattern of final examinations, so that every week students' confidence levels will be improved a lot while writing the examinations. Let me show you the guidelines document prepared for mercantile law subject. So this is a 3-page guidelines document regarding how to prepare the question paper for mercantile law subject. So faculty has to thoroughly prepare, thoroughly go through this document, and only then they have to prepare the question paper. That is the most important thing which students should note down. And here we have clearly specified in what manner each and every question has to be given, what the pattern has to be followed, what care has to be taken while preparing the question papers. So by taking this much of utmost care in the preparation of the question papers, definitely we get quality output and students can easily write the examinations in a confident manner. And question papers are directly prepared by the faculty members, unlike other institutes, because here the faculty members who are teaching the classes will know the trends of the examination, the problems faced by the students, and many other things, so that faculty with their experience and expertise prepares the question papers, and definitely we can get quality standard of question paper. And each question paper, like material, is also verified at 3 levels. We have a very stringent process of question paper verification, so that we always try our best to make the question papers error free. And once it is verified at 3 levels by different categories of staff, the faculty, the supporting staff, and others, finally it reaches the table of academic advisor MSS Prakashar, and he will again thoroughly check the question papers. Only then the question papers will be released to the students. And another important thing is not just preparing the question papers, but we also provide suggested answers immediately after the completion of the examination to the students. Because if we give suggested answers immediately after the completion of the exams, that will create an opportunity to the student to check out what he has written immediately after the examination, and he can verify and he can rectify and he can amplify his preparation in order to perform well in the final examinations. So that is the reason we take a lot of care in giving the suggested answers also. But please remember, making all these things is not an easy task. It requires strenuous efforts from all quarters, and it requires a meticulous planning and a very strong academic program. And another important question is, why can't students wait till the announcement of results and then decide? See, here we are discussing about professional courses. In professional courses like CA and CMA, it is not at all advisable to wait for the results to be announced. So once you finish up writing your examination, immediately you have to start preparing either for the next level or for the same level, depending on your performance in the public examination. So there is one golden rule to be followed in professional courses like CA and CMA, that students should not wait for the results to be announced, and immediately, by taking a very short break of 3 or 4 days, immediately they have to make a decision. And the same rule is applicable in courses like civil services, IIT, NEET also. And now one question comes to your mind: how to assess your expected marks in the examination? So what we will do is, immediately after the completion of CA Foundation examinations, we will upload the suggested answers into our website, so you can thoroughly cross-check them and you can assess your performance in a stringent manner. So once you are confident that you will definitely qualify, then you can take admission into the pre-results batches. And if you are not confident, then you can enroll for CA Foundation regular batches. So this is the decision you have to make. And one thing you please remember, always pre-results batches are advised to take admission, because if you join in post-results batches, you can't attend both the groups, because you will have hardly 1 month of time for the preparation after syllabus completion. So always pre-results batch will have lot of edge over the post-results batch. For example, if you are not confident of qualifying in CA Foundation, then immediately take an admission into the pre-results regular batch, which will start on December 3rd, 2021, both in online and offline mode. So for example, if you have taken admission into the CA Foundation pre-results regular batch, and if you have qualified the CA Foundation, then what happens? You have to take admission into the CA Inter pre-results batch. So at that time, the fees will be adjusted towards CA Inter pre-results batches so that you will not lose any money. On the other hand, if you fail in CA Foundation results, then you will have just 3 months of time to prepare for June 2022 attempt of CA Foundation, and definitely that time is not at all sufficient to qualify properly. And if you are not confident to qualify, then it is always advisable to join in CA Foundation regular batch immediately without waiting for the results. And please remember, CA Foundation regular batch classes will be taught for 1000 hours. Or if you are very much good at concepts and if you feel that you lack some practice, then it is a wise decision to join in the study hours and revision exam batch for CA Foundation, which will run for 6 months, which will give you ample time to prepare and write the examinations in a confident manner. But whether to join in CA Foundation regular batches or study hours and revision exams depends on your conceptual clarity. If you are very much confident about your concepts, join study hours and revision exams. And if you feel that your concepts are not good, then it is always a best decision to join in CA Foundation regular batches. For example, let us see what are the options available to CA Foundation students if they fail. See, once the results are announced in CA Foundation and if you fail, then you can join for CA Foundation crash batch coaching, which will run for 600 hours, and you can write your June 2022 attempt. Or if you feel that your concepts are good, then you can take admission into CA Foundation study hours and revision exams, which will be conducted for 3 months. And alternatively, you can also do one wonderful thing, that you can shift to CMA course and can continue CMA Inter. And SSP students of masterminds can also do in this manner. And many of our students have taken this decision, converted from CA to CMA, and they have qualified CMA very easily and settled well in their life with good salary packages. But when it comes to opportunities, both CA and CMA will have equal opportunities, no doubt in that, because organizations require both the services of both CAs and CMAs. And once you complete CMA Inter, directly you can register for CA Inter with, even though you did not complete CA Foundation. That opportunity is also there. And another question is, are there good opportunities available to CMA qualified students? Yes, definitely, absolutely. You have very good number of opportunities as compared to chartered accountancy students. So you need not worry about the opportunities, especially in the manufacturing sector, especially in the fintech sector. CMAs find good number of opportunities. And another question that you may ask is batch shifting possible? See, generally there are different alternatives here. First, let us go through one by one options. First one, is it possible to shift from complete physical batch to complete online batch or vice versa in Guntur or any of the branches? See, if you have enrolled in complete online batch, and if that complete online batch is connected to one complete physical batch, then you can shift from that particular complete online batch to that particular complete physical batch. That is possible because the syllabus taught will be same. But what is the second option? Is it possible to shift from complete physical batch of one branch to another complete physical batch of another branch? No, it is not possible because of the variation in the syllabus. Because in all the branches, the syllabus will not be in the similar manner. That is the reason option 2 is ruled out. You cannot take this decision. And now the third one, is it possible to shift from one complete physical batch to another complete physical batch, or from one complete online batch to another complete online batch in Guntur? So this option is also ruled out. You cannot make this decision and you cannot shift like this. Again, the logic is very simple and clear. There will be syllabus variation and there will be variation in the subjects being taught. Some subjects will be started in one batch and may not be started in another batch. Always there will be a variation in the syllabus depending on the situations. And another very important question which influences your decision is, why selecting the right institute is very important for CA Inter regular batch. See, conducting classes for CA Inter and making the students successful in the final examinations is not a simple thing. It is not a simple task. It is not a cakewalk. It requires a lot of experience and expertise on the part of the institute to offer CA Inter coaching. We require good faculty, good materials, expertise in conducting examinations. These all things are required. And everyone cannot teach for CA Inter regular batch. Even though they teach, but it will not be up to the mark. And many of the institutes, if you can observe, they offer crash batch like coaching for regular batch, which is not at all an advisable thing. Simply they give limited hours of coaching where the concepts are not very clear to the students and student lack confidence when he attempts to write the final examination. So it is not at all possible for every institute to conduct classes for CA Inter and CMA Inter classes. And the main reason is we have to spend a lot of money on research. Research in case of materials, research in case of setting the question papers, research in case of the best faculty. These all things are required. That is the reason many institutions, they just give crash batch coaching, but they don't make any attempt to conduct regular batch coaching for CA Inter and CMA Inter. And one very important thing you have to understand is crash batch coaching, where the classes are taught in a very faster manner in lesser number of hours, that is not at all useful to qualify in CA or CMA Inter. You have to join the regular batch, and only in regular batch the concepts will be taught in a clear manner, in a comfortable time, so that you will have conceptual clarity. Only then you can face the standards of question papers that are being given by ICAI. And if you join any other organizations which are not having perfect experience in teaching CA Inter regular batches, then definitely your decision will be a wrong one. So it is always better to choose an institute which is having a lot of experience and expertise rather than choosing institutes which are not having any expertise and experience. And you can observe that many institutes are conducting classes online without any physical infrastructure, without any physical classrooms, hostels, etc. So how can they offer best quality coaching? They don't even conduct any exams. So it is always a better idea to avoid such kind of organizations, because they may give you some very short classroom experience, but ultimately they fail to give you the exam satisfaction that finally and ultimately you have to perform well in the examinations, and that requires a lot of experience and expertise on the part of the institution that is offering coaching to you. And again the discussion, CPB, COB, VOD, which one is better? So we are just expressing this opinion basing on the feedback that we receive from the students. You can choose complete online batches if you have three very important things, that is self-control, self-discipline and self-motivation. And also you need to have very good communication skills, because if it is a physical batch, there will be restrictions, there will be close monitoring, and there will be a control that you need to attend the class in the specified time, and for that you need to prepare well, and close monitoring of the in charges will be there, close monitoring of the staff will be there. But in case of complete online batch, you remain at your home and you may not be under proper control and monitoring, and you may not be attentive while listening to the classes. This is the biggest drawback. Of course, you can go for complete online batch if you are really a self-starter, and if no one is required to motivate you, you are already self-motivated, you have a lot of personal discipline, you have a lot of control over your mind, then definitely you can go for complete online batch. And another important thing is to listen to the complete online batch classes. You require some equipment. You require a very good computer with a large screen, and you need to have a separate room, and you need to have very good sound mechanism and high speed internet connection. These are the basic requirements to listen to the complete online classes in an effective manner. And sometimes for some people it is not possible to procure all these things, and it is not at all advisable to listen to complete online classes through mobile phone. That will have lot of negative effects. So if you are confident that you can procure all these things, a computer, a big monitor, good sound system, high speed internet, a separate room for you to study, then you can choose COB. And if you have some health issues where you cannot find any preventive medicine or vaccinations, in that case also you can choose COB, and you can continue your studies just by staying back at your home. And in general, we are expressing the opinion basing on the feedback that we gather from the students. In general, it is not at all advisable to go for complete online batch, especially for courses like CMA and CA. But again, you are the ultimate decision maker. It is up to you what kind of decision you make. And what about VOD? As we have already discussed, there is another drawback in VOD, that the videos will be given to you and there will be no restrictions, there will be no monitoring, and you may feel that you can watch those videos in your free time, and you may procrastinate, you may always postpone your decision of watching the classes, and all the classes will be piled up, and ultimately you may not watch the classes and you may not get sure success in the examination. And another important FAQ is that what is the medium of teaching at Masterminds? It will be in the 70-30 manner. First, all the concepts will be explained in English. Our faculty are capable of teaching in 100% English. And first, the concepts are completely taught in English, and on and off, if the students feel that a particular concept is difficult to understand, then our faculty will make an attempt to explain the same thing in Telugu also. And as we are following the 70-30 formula, students of other states can easily take admission into Masterminds without any inconvenience in the case of language. They do not face any problem in relation to language in the classroom teaching. And the next important FAQ is, what shall students do till the announcement of CA Foundation results? So if you join in pre-results batch, that is perfect. That is a very wise decision. And even if you join in pre-results batch, we will teach classes for half day, and in the remaining half day you can revise the CA Foundation syllabus once again. Because if you do that, if you even fail in CA Foundation, then definitely you can be confident of writing the CA Foundation once again. And you can parallelly prepare for CMA Foundation if you have already enrolled for it. And you can utilize the time for preparation of BCom, because CA Inter classes will not be conducted for full day. And the most important thing is you can put lot of focus on improving your communication skills, because improving your aptitude and communication skills are very important in professional courses like CA and CMA. And another important factor is improving your handwriting speed and legibility, that is neatness. Because in professional courses, you need to write a lot in the shortest specified time. For that, you require very good and speed handwriting, and at the same time, maintaining the legibility is a very important thing. And also, students can prepare company accounts and partnership accounts of CA Foundation once again, which will be greatly helpful to you for them in greatly helpful to the students in CA Inter also. And also you can focus on improving your calculator operating speed. So if you can focus on all these areas, they will greatly help you to prepare well for your CA Inter examinations, and they will show a greater impact on your efficiency and effectiveness in CA Inter examinations. And you can prepare the following chapters of CA Inter also on your own. Like in law, you can prepare bailment and pledge, indemnity and guarantee, contract of agency, first 5 chapters of company law in the law subject you can prepare on your own, and all chapters of economics for finance also you can prepare on your own. And as you know, if you join in CA Inter pre-results batch, CA Inter classes will be conducted for half day. So you can attend classes for half day and you can do all these tasks in the remaining half day, which will greatly improve your efficiency and effectiveness. So all the major questions are answered so far. Now let us look at some miscellaneous questions which may come to your mind. The first one is, will management stop CA Inter classes during BCom exams, and will the management give any preparation holidays? See, here you require a lot of clarity. Definitely we will stop classes for BCom examinations, but only in Guntur and or in the branch which you have enrolled, because unlike 10th class examinations or intermediate examinations, the BCom examinations will not be conducted across the state all at once. They will be conducted at different times by different universities. So it is always a better idea to join in the BCom course in the specified university where you have taken admission for CA Inter. For example, if you take admission in Guntur, it is always a better idea to join for BCom in Nagarjuna University, which comes under in Guntur, which comes under Nagarjuna University purview. So likewise, wherever you take admission into the Masterminds branch, it is always a better idea to join BCom course in that particular university purview, so that you will not face any difficulty for writing BCom examinations. And for CMA Foundation coaching, we will have some 80 hours of classes which will be given to you through Masterminds online classes app and for a nominal fees. So you have to purchase those classes and watch those classes in our Masterminds online classes app. And alternatively, you need not watch all the 80 hours also. If you watch just for 40 hours, you can comfortably write the CMA Foundation and you can easily qualify. And how can students clarify their doubts? See, once the class is being taught by the faculty, we will give 5 minutes of time for the students to clarify their doubts, to ask their questions to the faculty and get the answers. And now let us have a glimpse of our achievements that are made by our students. First of all, let us start with CA Foundation and MEC level. And earlier this CA Foundation is called as CPT, Common Proficiency Test, and now it is being called as CA Foundation. And at MEC level, our students secured state first in Inter MEC for 18 times and 8 times in a row without any break. And in a single attempt, our students secured 41 All India ranks in CPT exams. That is a very big thing. And you should remember that ours is the only institute in India to get 197 out of 200 in CPT exams for 5 times. And also, we are the only one to secure All India first rank or best marks at CPT level for 12 times. And it is so because ICAI has stopped declaring ranks in the last 3 to 4 exams of CPT. Otherwise, we would have got more number of ranks. And if you can observe, in the last 3 results of CA Foundation, our students secured 40 All India ranks, and no other institute in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana is nearer to this in these results. And you should remember that these are not our lifetime ranks, but the ranks that our students procured in the last 3 results. And in addition to above 40 All India ranks, we have also secured 2nd rank at CA Foundation level. And recently in the recent examinations, our students secured 362 marks at CA Foundation level in September 2021 results. And this 362 marks are more than the All India first rank marks that are announced in February 2021 results. And let us have a glimpse at our results at IPCC or CA or CMA Inter level. So recently the name got changed. Earlier it is called as IPCC Integrated Professional Competency Course, and the new name is CA Inter. So in CA Inter, 5 All India ranks are grabbed by our students in 2021 results, and we got single digit ranks in IPCC and CA Inter level. We got All India 4th, 5th, 6th and 9th at various examinations. And our students secured 93 ranks at IPCC or CA Inter level in the last 8 years, that is 16 attempts. That is, on an average, we are getting around 12 ranks per annum or 6 ranks per attempt. And if you can observe, no other institute in AP and Telangana is nearer to these results. And we are very happy to share with all of you that our student secured All India first rank in IPCC. And we got All India first rank and second rank in CMA Inter results of February 2020 and March 2021. And we got first rank in CMA Inter results of August 2017, February 2018 and August 2019. And here in courses like CA and CMA, you have to remember one very important thing, that each and every student will not be given a rank like in NEET or MSET. Only top 50 ranks will be declared at All India level. That is the reason we cannot give you ranks beyond 50. And now coming to the photo session, you can observe, we will conduct photo sessions, and already we have conducted photo sessions for May 2019 and November 2019 sessions. And we have almost 61 batches at that time, and same number of batches are there in the branches also. But we have not conducted photo sessions for all the batches, and all these photos you can find in our Facebook page. So this tells the confidence that students have in our masterminds. And due to Corona, we have not conducted photo sessions for further sessions. And list of students who have qualified for IPCC or CA Inter. So we are not highest in number of admissions alone, but we are even highest in terms of number of students who qualified. So here you can find the list of details, the students who have qualified in 2019, and total number of pass outs in that attempt is 2110. Please remember that number is not the number of our admissions, but they are the students who qualified from our organization. And also they are not our lifetime results, they are the results in one single attempt. And due to this lockdown and pandemic situations, we are unable to compile the list of qualified students for further attempts. And in August 2019, our pass outs are 1422, which is really a very big number. And you can find out the details of all the students in our Facebook page, and all the hall ticket numbers are also furnished over there. So this tells that we are not hiding anything, that everything is transparent at Masterminds. And let us have a glimpse of our achievements at CA and CMA final level. So we have 2000 CA final admissions in November 2019 session, including Guntur and branches put together. And very soon we are going to start 26th regular batch of CA and CMA final. And always you should remember one golden principle here: conducting CA and CMA final courses is again not a cakewalk, and it is not a simple task which can be undertaken by any institute. It requires a lot of experience, expertise and strength in the academic program. Only then we can run this kind of classes. And you have to understand one very important logic here. Once a student comes to CA final level or CMA final level, definitely they will have a very good power to make wise decisions because they are matured in making the decisions. But students at CA final and CMA final level are preferring masterminds. From that you can understand the quality of services that we provide for CA and CMA final also. And we have 2 All India ranks in 2021 results in September at CA final level, that is 40 and 43. And our students grabbed 10 All India ranks in 2021 results. And in this slide, you can observe we got 9 All India ranks in CA final results of 2020, that is 1, 20, 20, 33, 42, 42, 46, 47 and 48. And special thanks to our student Gurram Praneeth, who achieved All India first rank in CA final results of January 2020 attempt. And our CM sir also felicitated him, and also our director Mohan sir also felicitated him. And we got 3 single digit ranks in the last 3 CA final results, that is 1, 4 and 9 respectively. And we got first rank in CMA final results of February 2021, February 2020 and March 2021. You have to observe one very important thing. We are not highest in number of admissions alone, but if you can clearly observe, we are highest in terms of the students who get qualified, because that is the most important thing. And all the details are uploaded into the Facebook page along with the hall ticket numbers. And that if you can observe in CA final examinations in the results of January 2020, the total number of passouts in that attempt are 941. And again, we are just making you to remember that these are not our admissions, these are our students who have qualified. And in the last 3 attempts, that is in January 2020, July 2019 and Jan 2019 of CA final, 2,800 students have qualified CA final, and all these results are the evidence of our quality education that we provide and the transparency that we maintain. And now you can see the photo session that is being conducted for CA final batches at Guntur. And due to the pandemic, we could not conduct the photo sessions for further batches of students. And you can watch, you can view all these photos in the Facebook. And as I have already told you, we did not conduct photo sessions. We have conducted photo sessions for May 2019 and November 2019 sessions only. And for later sessions, due to the pandemic, we could not do it. And this is the campus for CA final. So this shows our strength that we can maintain a campus for CA final, because we have such huge number of admissions so that we can allot one specific campus for CA final examinations. And this definitely proves our leadership at CA and CMA courses. And so far you have seen the results that are grabbed by our students, but we humbly say that those are the efforts by our students, and the entire credit goes to the students who grabbed the ranks and the parents for their constant guidance and motivation. We are just a catalyst, and we have provided some guidance and a platform for them to flourish. Other than that, our contribution is very less. And now coming to the fee details. If any of the old students of CA Inter regular batches wants to join for CA Inter regular batch again to gain conceptual clarity, there will be a huge fee discussion to such students. For example, CA Inter students of 44th session or 45th session can take admission into the latest session. And one very important thing that we want to bring to your notice is that from June 2020, we came into the ambit of GST. And generally, many institutes, they collect GST separately, 18% GST separately. But we don't want to create burden on the students, and we are paying that GST from our pockets. So this is definitely going to be a beneficial thing to the students, and this has to be considered very much before taking a decision to join in the institute. And one important submission to all of you is that don't compare the fees alone. Compare the quality of the academic program, compare the ranks, compare the results, compare the average pass outs, compare the quality of materials. So these all factors have to be considered while taking a decision to join in a particular institute. For example, let me put something very important before you. We will teach everything in a detailed manner for 1500 to 1600 hours. But in some of the metro cities, what is happening? For a regular batch, they teach for only 900 to 1000 hours and they call it as regular batch. But that many hours of coaching is not at all sufficient. It requires 1500 to 1600 of hours to gain conceptual clarity for such a huge syllabus. So, also we offer 900 to 1000 hours of coaching, but that is for crash batch. That means whatever coaching we are offering for crash batch at Masterminds, the same coaching is offered by other institutes as regular batch. From that you can understand the quality the student can get from other institutes. It is impossible to teach the concepts clearly in such very less time of 900 to 1000 hours. Of course, it may be okay for crash batch, but it is not at all advisable for the regular batch. And also the faculty members. We have full-time faculty of 32 members, a largest pool of faculty that you can find in any CA or CMA institute across the country. So, if you want to compare, just don't compare the fee alone. Compare all these services, compare all these unique factors also that we offer at Masterminds. And we just don't claim that we are offering best services, but our results speak out. The pass percentage speaks out. Our material speaks out. Our quality of question paper speaks out. The way we conduct the academic program speaks out. Because we always provide the latest edition of perfect material. And several times I am reiterating that preparing the material is not a simple affair. It is a very expensive affair, a costly affair. Requires a largest pool of research team spending hours together on the material. And as I have already told you, the quality of question papers is very important, and for that we need to spend a lot of money to get the quality question papers, because many people have to make a lot of efforts on making these question papers. And above all, you should also consider the years of experience that we are having in teaching for CA and CMA courses. And you can observe that some institutes are offering 1000 hours of online coaching for CA Inter regular batches at a low fees. And that coaching of 1000 hours is not at all sufficient for CA Inter regular batches. And as I have already told you, we do that 1000 hours of coaching for crash batches. That means crash batch in Masterminds is equal to regular batch in other institute. So that you can understand why we give lot of importance to quality in education. This type of tactics are being played by other organizations, and students need to exercise lot of caution and care while making a decision to join. And for example, if you decide to take crash batch coaching in Masterminds, so definitely you will get best quality CA Inter coaching because you are with the national leader, always remember that. And you will have the best faculty team. You will get the advantage of our research based materials and examination question papers, and all these things you can get at an affordable fees of 36,000. And majority of the institutions in metros teach CA Inter coaching for 900 to 1000 hours, as I have already told you. But always remember, several times we are telling you that is not at all sufficient for CA Inter regular coaching. And our results always speak loud and clear that we are the leaders and we produce average number of passouts in a more manner, and that is the leadership that we establish. So don't compare fees alone. You just take all these factors into consideration for the sure success of the students. And if you take a decision to join in the physical batch, you are advised to take at least one dose of vaccine by the time you report to the physical classes for your safety. And we never compromise on discipline. Discipline is utmost important to us. And if you can observe, we will have a DNA report with us and in every batch we put some students in DNA as a disciplinary action, and we will not give admission to such kind of students who do not have discipline. Generally, doing this kind of activity requires a lot of guts. But many institutes, they do not do this, but we give utmost importance to the discipline of the students. That's why we maintain a do not admit list, and those students whose names are in the DNA, what they will do. So they will group up and they will join in other institute, because at masterminds they cannot find the admission, because on disciplinary grounds we will not give them the admission. So these students may motivate other students to join in other institutes. So parents has to exercise lot of caution regarding this. And at masterminds, one of our unique features is we always try to give personal care on each and every student, and directors will frequently interact with the students. And there is one very important thing, that the mobile numbers of directors will be provided to the students, and it has been a tradition in our organization. And if the student feels any issue or he is having any problem, they can directly send a message to the directors, or they can make a call to the directors and speak with the directors directly. That is the biggest advantage the students get. And let me put before you the top 10 reasons for joining CA Inter in masterminds alone. The first one is the 19 years of experience and expertise we are having in conducting CA and CMA Inter classes, and personal monitoring by a team of 3 chartered accountants from the same family, the directors, and the research we make on preparing the materials and question papers, and our valuation system, which is very stringent to monitor the performance of the students. And we have very much trained, experienced and expert faculty for each and every subject, largest pool of faculty we are having. And we are the only institute to conduct weekend exams and revision exams at par with the public examinations, and which is not a simple thing to be done by other organizations. And we are the only institute to conduct revision exams after completion of syllabus. And you can find the best infrastructure in the CA coaching industry at masterminds. And another important thing is everything can be done under one roof. Starting from MEC to CA final, you find everything in under one roof, and feedback at the end of each chapter and continuous interaction with the students by the directors and the concerned staff, which may not be possible in other organizations. And the duration time, it is almost 1500 hours. And why others unable to do this much of research on CA and CMA Inter? The logic is simple. They cannot do this because it requires a lot of money. This research is very expensive, and they are not ready to spend that much of money, and they are not having any interest on the future of the students. And if you want to take admission, you can contact these numbers at Guntur and our branches. And you can directly interact with our directors. If you have any academic issues, you can directly contact CA MSS Prakashar, who is the academic advisor and co-founder of Masterminds. You can reach him on mssprakash2012@gmail.com. And when you are sending the message or mail to Prakashar, don't forget to mention your name, admission details and mobile number in the mail, because if there is a need, you may get a call, and you can comfortably and happily send your problems and issues to the director, because no others will open the message what you send. Only Director Prakashar will check out everything. And if you have any administrative issues, you can directly send a message or call to CA MSN Mohan sir, who is the academic advisor and co-founder of Masterminds. You can send a mail to msnmohan2013@gmail.com. And this is our online presence. We have a YouTube channel, Facebook page, Insta, Twitter, and you can visit mastermindsindia.com and you can send us mail, and you can download our Masterminds online classes app. In this Masterminds online classes app, you find very valuable and useful content for CA and CMA courses. So in this Masterminds online classes app, you can find CA Foundation, CA Inter and CA Final regular batch videos. You can find guidance classes, RRB videos of all the subjects of CA and CMA Foundation, CA and CMA Inter, CA and CMA Final. And also you can get Masterminds test series services through our Masterminds online classes app. So if you are an Android user, you can download Masterminds online classes app from the Google Play Store. And if you are an iOS user, you can download Class Plus app and you can enter our organization code MZGUN, MZGUN, and you can watch all the content. And we are very happy to share with all of you that we are heading towards 25,000 downloads in Google Play Store for our Masterminds online classes app. And last but not least, we are very happy to share that we have launched a unique academic program called MEC Pro for students who aspire to pursue BBA or MBA or CLAT rather than CA and CMA. So many students may be interested to join in this MBA, in this MEC Pro course. So kindly pass on the information to all your known contacts. And finally, an appeal to all of you. Don't believe us blindly and don't be in a wrong notion that we are confined to CA Foundation and MEC. Today, in the entire South India, we are the institute having highest number of admissions for CA Final. Yes, you can check it. You can verify it. And always remember that it is not a simple task to offer CA Final coaching. It is very tough to offer CA Final services. And you can find very few organizations or sometimes no other organizations who can provide all the services to CA Final students for all the subjects. And one reason why Masterminds can do all these things is persistent hard work, the enthusiasm and zeal we have that we want to be the leaders in CA and CMA coaching industry. And that is the reason we grab the best admissions all the time. So if you find it useful, please share this video presentation with your friends and acquaintances who are planning to join CA Inter coaching. So when you think of taking an admission into Masterminds, give more importance to the commitment that we are showing towards the courses, not only just thinking about our ranks. So we reiterate that we make lot of efforts in delivering the best services to the students. All the best. Thank you.